In the days of old, when wizards and dragons roamed the earth, there was another type of magical person, and they were called the mathematicians. And they roamed the earth, seeking mathematical knowledge. Today, you will join them on your own math quest.
Hey, this is Mr. Barr, and these are the Math Quest notes. Now, these notes will work with any type of math quest that you're on. I happen to be using an equation quest as my example, but these notes will work for any math quest. So right here at the top, you're going to put your name and math quest. Now, this is actually it for the notes right here. That's all you need on your notes. The rest of this is explaining how a math quest works. So let's go to the next page. I'm going to do everything in my math notebook. In a moment, I'm going to go to the next page and I'm going to write down the letter N, or I'm going to write down whatever letter is there. Remember, this is a generic video that goes with all of my quests. So maybe it's not going to be letter N, maybe it'll be some other letter for you. I'll solve the equation or do whatever it tells me to do, shown on page N. Once I get the solution, I'm going to go look through the other pages until I find the solution in the lower right-hand corner. I'll write down the letter from the new page and I'll repeat the process. This will make me jump around through all the pages, and I'll end up doing probably a total of 12 problems, or depending on the quest you're on, maybe there'll be more or less. So this is just an example. You do not need to write this down. So I go to question number 1, which is right here. My letter is N. I write down my letter. Now I'm going to solve this equation. 1/2 2x plus 4 equals 16. Half of 2 is 1, so I have x plus 2 equals 16. Subtracting 2, x equals 14. I have the answer. Now I have to go find it in my quest. Let's go quest. 14, 14, 14, 14, 14, 14. There it is. I found it. The next letter is I. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to write down the letter I. I'm going to do this equation. Now imagine I do this equation and I find out that the answer is 0. So I start scrolling down and I look for a 0. Ah, there it is. So my next letter would be K. So I'd come down here, I'd write down my letter, I'd write down the equation, or do it, and I'd find out what it is. And maybe it is 17. So I start looking for a 17. And there is no 17, so I must have done something wrong. So I do it again, and I find out it's really no solutions. So I come to no solutions, and I write down, oh, well, that was the N. So it sent me back to a letter I'd already been at, so I must be wrong again. So I do it again, and now I get a 4. So I write down the W, and I keep going. Eventually, this is going to spell out a word. Once you've done all 12 problems and written down all 12 letters, it should have spelled out a word. You're going to come and talk to me and tell me the word, and I'll see if you did it correctly. All right, that's it. Thank you for watching. Remember, this is all you have to have for the notes today. This is it. Everything else we'll do in class. Thanks.